Welcome back to FedEx Park as the Tigers fall by a final 3-2 in Game 2 after winning Game 1 7-0. We're joined now by head coach Daron Schoenrock. Frustrating Game 2 for you, coach, as they threw their ace at you, Stephen Barnes, who kept you off speed with the breaking balls. That's what you've seen a lot of lately, getting out to such a hot start at the plate, and your guys knew a steady diet of breaking balls, 5 strikeouts, a couple of flyouts, 5 flyouts, and that's really not big in a 9-inning game, but in a 7-inning game, that's pretty huge because you're missing 6 at-bats in the game.
Yeah, and I knew playing a shorter game like that when we got down 3-0, and, that defensive inning started with an 0-2 hit and then a first pitch double and then a bunt, situation we didn't handle and a thrown away pick. So we gave them everything in that inning by things we didn't do, defensively. And you can't do that when you're facing the best guy. When they're, facing their best guy, facing Barnes, and he threw a breaking ball for a strike, was effective. We bunt back to the pitcher once in a situation. We're trying to move guys up and get them in scoring position, and just wasn't a real good executed game for us in any facet.
And those 5 strikeouts came over the last 3 innings, probably when the guys got a little bit anxious trying to get a rally started, maybe of one swing of the bat, something you really can't do now with the new baseball bats.
No, that's a lot different now. And I thought the first game 1, we hit some balls pretty well. TJ hit one pretty good, and Jacob hit one pretty good. That they just got to line those balls up more. Those things aren't going to find. You're not going to find a way to get home runs. Especially in this cooler weather like this. So, but tip your hat to Mississippi Valley State. They made all the plays they needed to, and scratched out a win with their best guy on the mound.
Well, let's go back to Game 1, a 7-0 win. Your offense played well in that one. Got 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the fourth, a tactical run in the 8th. But Sam Ball, really the story. 7 innings gets the win on a combined shutout with Myers, 4 hits, 2 walks. He struck out 10. He was really on point today.
He was on his game, and that was really good to see. And Sam needed that, and pounded the strike zone, and we knew a velocity guy would probably be a good match for them. That's why I elected to go to Game 1 with him, and he did what I thought he could do, and that was very encouraging to see. So then just the 1 inning got away from Eric, and that you hope offensively you can rebound from that, and we just did a little bit too little, too late.
Sam gave up just 2 walks after he struggled with control of the auto zone last week. A true freshman sometimes gets frustrated, and last week let his emotions play a little bit of a part. Had a leadoff walk in the 4th when it looked like they may rally, but he didn't let his emotions get in his way. Sam was able to bear down. He came back. He strikes out the side after that leadoff walk in the 4th.
Yeah, he had some velocity today, and really moved his fastball in and out pretty good. We showed enough in, but he got a lot of his strikeouts on fastballs away, and he's going to be a good one for us. He's going to be a factor, a big-time factor, possibly as a weekend bullpen guy if we can get somebody else to, get Heath back and let him become a midweek starter. But we're going to need that left-hander in the bullpen with that good arm, but that was really good for us to stretch Sam's pitch count out today too.
You mentioned Game 2 and Eric real quick. You had a chance to do some damage control, get out with 2 runs in that 4th inning. Didn't look like he really. I know it was a quick throw to first. Didn't look like he put his body into it. Short hop first. That ends up being the difference in the game. You always talk about freebies will always be the difference in a ball game.
Yeah, we felt like it was a running situation, and we have the different series of picks that we use with lefties and an anti-pick, and that I think his foot got down too soon, and we got to try to find a way to block it. But you should, as a first baseman, that really catches you off guard. So tough inning right there, and he rebounded from it and got a couple outs in the next inning, and then Tyler came in and held the 4th down, which he's thrown pretty well lately. But we got to get more offense, going. That's the name of the game. We've lost a number of games 3-2 now, and you just got to find a way to scratch more runs, whether we hit and run more, and they did a pretty good job of holding our runners. There's a lot of slide steps. It didn't give you opportunities to steal from the mound. And then you just got to line more balls up.
Got a couple things, and I'll let you go. First of all, Chad Zerker now hitting .494, leads the country in hitting. Pretty amazing to have a Tiger lead the entire country in hitting. He's going to have a good chance. Continues. I believe he pounded up 4 or 5 hits this afternoon. Just typical Zerker, just lacing the singles out there, not trying to do too much, and he gets his base hits.
Yeah, and you hope some other guys will watch that and follow suit. And we still got some guys that are too big and that are trying to do too much. And that's the key with Zerk, is he never really tries to do too much at the plate. He just handles the pitches he can. And you saw him go backside. Use the whole field. That's what guys that hit for high average do. They use the whole field.
Finally, Coach, where does this team sit mentally, the psyche of this team? We knew last week would be rough with Arkansas and East Carolina. You were able to scratch one out of last week, but you go back 2 weeks ago, you dropped 2 out of 3 to EIU. You get a loss to Valley, who's outside the top 200. In fact, the 250 in the RPI. Is the team starting to press a little bit mentally for you, or what do you see?
I think offensively, guys are getting a little bit frustrated that we can't jumpstart more, and you feel like then it flips over, and you feel like you got to pitch perfectly, and that's you want to factor those things out there. The work ethic has been very good. Guys are coming in for extra swings, and we'll keep that going, and I think the mindset of the team is still we've got a number of games at home. We got to keep protecting the home turf and play this thing one at a time. And that's that was a frustrating loss today, but I think you'll see a rebound from this club.
All right, well, Coach, as always, we appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jeff.